what do you see as sort of the big themes coming out of Con, and sort of what represents some of the most dynamic changes in our industry?
One, I would say it's very refreshing to see media going to these conferences. In the past, they were always creative, and now you see media at Con, at CES, and many other venues. So it's nice to see media getting the recognition that it deserves, and as an old media guy, that's really heartens me. But I think automation is a big topic right now. And automation doesn't just mean, when we talk programmatic, that it's real-time bidding. You can use automation to create private marketplaces. You can create or use programmatic to make everybody's life easier. And I think that's been the biggest breakthrough of programmatic trading. Television now is being asked, are you going to allow your inventory to be traded programmatically? And if you read Ken Oletta's book called Googled, Mel Karmazin in that book told Sergey and Larry, you're screwing up the magic with automation. This is a person-to-person business. But if you read Reno Scanzoli's recent article or Q&A in CMO Magazine, he predicts that the television network business will not go programmatic in the short term, and that over time, some of the inventory may be traded programmatically in VOD and live insertions in video-on-demand programs. But because the marketplace today and the selling process is so efficient, it won't benefit from automation like digital has. Now, over time, I think that programmatic will become a major factor in television as well. And the reason why is because fragmentation continues to happen even in the traditional broadcast business in a major way. All the new cable networks that you have, the traditional cable networks, the networks themselves, are going to get less and less viewership over time. And as a result, I think programmatic will help to aggregate audiences and make the buying process easier, just like it is starting to do in the digital landscape.
And what's next for Xaxis, the newly merged group with 24 Media? Tell us sort of a little bit out from the merger. Now you guys are up and running. What's happening and what's next?
Well, the dust has settled from the merger, and while I think we are operating at near capacity right now, there's still some work to be done. I think Brian Lesser's done a great job in pulling the two companies together, and of course I've been helping him in any way that I can. Now you've got technology and media in the same company. It gives us a great position in the marketplace overall. We see a lot of new products coming out down the pike, one of which is Xaxis Prime. And I'm sure you'll hear more about that later, either in the press or perhaps from some other Xaxis employees. And we think that the growth ahead of our company is fantastic and compares and actually is superior to many of the public companies that exist in the marketplace today. So look for us to be aggressive in assessing companies that can help us grow, where we'll either partner or acquire them in the future. And I think you'll hear a lot more about how Xaxis is favorably affecting the P&L of WPP and the rest of its companies.